Okay. Hi, Meeting House friends. It's me again, your friend Jackie Covell. And today I thought I would bring to you something a little different. In other words, each time we meet by video chat, I'd like to bring something different to you that may remind you of something that you've seen at the Meeting House, or maybe part of another lesson, or might just be fun. And today, because you have so much going on in your house, I thought that I would bring you some pictures that represent moments of joy. And maybe you have a moment of joy that's going on in your house, and you can take a picture of it with your camera and email it to us at the Meeting House so we can see what you're doing, because we don't get to see you. But I'll give you that email at the end of our little video chat. So I want to remind you that at the Meeting House, we say, remember to look at things because your brain will take you where you're looking. So if you look at these pictures with me for the next few minutes, I hope I can remind you of some of the things we look at when we're trying to read the faces of our friends and see how they're feeling. And today, these are pictures of animals, not people, but they certainly do represent some joy. So this first picture is of a basset hound, which is a type of dog. And you can see that he has captured this stick. And by the way you see his eyes and his mouth and the way he's walking and his tail is up, you can see what a happy girl this basset hound is today. And let's move on in our slideshow. Here are donkeys. What you may not know about donkeys, and I didn't really know until I started researching it, is that donkeys are very social animals, and they make connections to other animals, and they like making friends, and they almost look like they're hugging, don't they? They're standing so close, side by side, and the way that their eyes look, they look very, very happy, kind of scrunched up when you're smiling. And this looks like a little bit of a crooked smile. And so those are my donkeys. I didn't know that they were so social. This is a picture of a mole. I don't know how they got this picture. And you can see here that the mole looks to be smiling with eyes squinted. And that's because the mole is busy using long claws to dig. And the moles really love their digging. And so this looks like a very happy mole. Open mouth, a little bit of a smile here like you would draw, and the squinted eyes that look very, very happy. Oh, and this is sort of a trick. This, if any of you know at home, is a chameleon. Chameleon who is an animal that's defense is to look like its environment, not to get in trouble. This chameleon looks like it's having fun and smiling. This is actually a chameleon trying to keep other animals away. They put on an open mouth like this, and they rock back and forth, and they hope to scare away any animals that were thinking of attacking them or joining them on this perch. Looks like it's a branch of a tree. It's a beautiful color. But in this case, this is not actually a smiling animal. This is actually the only picture of an animal that's not really having a great time. This is in a defensive mode. I'm not sure why they put this picture in the collection, but I liked it. This is a gray seal. This gray seal is on its side, but you can still see how it looks like this gray seal looks like it's laughing. And the gray seal, which is on the beach, gets a lot of protection from this layer of fat. And does anybody know the word for the layer of fat on a sea creature like this? If you were thinking blubber, you would be right. I even think the word blubber is kind of funny. But a lot of these animals, when they're happy and they're smiling, it seems like their eyes shut. Anyway, this animal is on its side and rolling around on its blubber, and it's got its fin up in the air. Very cute. This, can you guess, is an ostrich. And this ostrich for sure is smiling. You can see by the shape of the eyes and the lowered eyelids. Very pretty bird. Can run fast, can kick, accurate. But this animal looks to be really happy and smiling with a long neck and a beautiful background. Lots of greenery. Smiling ostrich. Now this is a picture of a polar bear and its baby, and you could see the way that this mother polar bear is looking back at the baby. These animals spend 2 years together. until the baby polar bear is ready to grow up and go off on its own, 2 years. So if you're feeling like, well, I'm trapped in the house, like mom says I can't go out, or dad says I have to stay inside, I can't play with friends, this may be for a few weeks or a few months, but these polar bears, they stick together for 2 years. And it looks like a very satisfied look on this mom's face. And the baby looks to be smiling to be with its parent. Very, very sweet up at the polar ice cap, I think. Well, this is something else, right? This is a sea otter. And the sea otter is swimming on its back, very happy. And when the sea otter encounters a rock, it uses it to smash open seafood that's in a shell so that it can eat. But this looks like a very relaxed, joyous swim for the sea otter. I think maybe this is my favorite. This is the snowy owl up in the tundra. I think you could draw this if you tried to. This would be a very easy outline to draw with a pencil. You could sketch this, and there aren't very many colors. There's the beautifully outlined mouth that looks heart-shaped, and the little pink inside, but mostly black and white, right? So this would be an easy thing for you to draw, and beautiful pattern on the body of the bird. I wonder if you're spending some time drawing right about now. And finally, this is a stingray whose mouth is on the bottom of its body. I don't know if you've ever seen one or gone to an aquarium. And this stingray looks like it's smiling, and the eyes are slits on the top of the body. But I was hoping that these pictures of these animals would inspire you to take a picture of something where you're having a joyful moment and sharing that with your friends at the meeting house, only with your friends at the meeting house. So if you could take a picture with a phone or a camera or an iPad and send it to us at the meeting house, that would be to maybe to Kim's email, krichter, KRICHTER, at themeetinghouseafterschool.org. Ask permission from mom or dad. See if you can catch a picture of doing something really fun that you like at home. And then we could make our own slideshow later just for us to see. But I thought you would enjoy seeing these animals in joyful moments. Remember, when you're looking at somebody to see how they're feeling when you're in close quarters or you're in the house together, make sure you're looking at the mouth area, you're looking at the eyes, you're listening to the tone of voice, and you're looking to their body language, right? Before you try to play with them or approach them or interrupt them. And I think everybody will be having a good time, kind of like these animals. All right, well, I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this little slideshow, and I'll surprise you with something different the next time we meet. Bye.